Great.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Bozard Ford studio for the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. We have county home asking prices dipping to 3-year lows. The county is urging farmers to apply for land protection. A popular local coffee company wants to build an on-site brewery, and Florida's license frame law continues to confuse residents. We'll get to all that and more, but first we want to thank Bozard Ford. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Bozard offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Award and President's Awards, Bozard Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We have Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 Wine Bar, BNS Science, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, St. Augustine Handy Houses, and Sunny's Barbecue. You can support all of our wonderful sponsors and support us with your likes, comments, and shares. You can follow us on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube and Rumble, and download our app from the Apple App Store. All right, good morning, everybody.
Hey, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Woohoo! It's almost the weekend.
Sure, why not?
So close.
It's our
so close.
last Tuesday morning show of the year.
Only 4 more days.
I was up late laminating.
Okay. All right. That's not
As you do.
That's not a common thing to say.
And I think it got my throat.
You laminating your throat?
The melted plastic smell.
Okay.
I was laminating for an hour.
Okay, gotcha.
And I think just like the dry heat right by my face with like the melted plastic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My throat's a little scratchy this morning. Oh, how are you doing?
Well, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little weird out.
Yeah.
Very Seattle-ish.
It does.
Seattle-ish, yeah.
It doesn't look like a Florida morning outside today.
No.
I don't see this hat very often.
This one was the one from the gala.
Okay.
So
It was
with the leather.
It was dark and it was with the leather.
It was
so,
with
yeah.
the leather jacket at
I
that
thought
time.
the one you had on the gala had like a band around it. No?
It's got a little band.
Okay.
Got a little one.
Okay.
So, see, he's got a little one.
Got a little tassel in the back.
Yeah.
Blake, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Amanda. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Everything's fine.
Extreme close-up.
All right. Do we have a question of the day?
You want me back up like all the way over here?
Yeah.
Nope.
Good.
All right, question of the day. Today is National Stupid Toy Day.
Okay.
All right, so I want you to give me a stupid toy from your childhood.
Okay.
Like when I read it, I went immediately to this one because I have a scar.
You have a scar. Okay. Let's see. Stupid toy from my childhood. My stupid toy is from being a parent. The first one I think of from being a parent is this cat meow piano thing that
Okay,
my
we
brother-in-law.
can expand it. We can expand it. So
Yeah, like the ones from my childhood, I didn't have. My parents were cautious. I didn't have stupid toys. Although the metal feet pedals on bikes.
Yeah, yeah.
Why did they make those metal?
yeah,
Like,
well, and they
I
were
have dents in my shins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were spiky too.
yeah, for
Well,
sure.
that way your feet didn't slip off.
Yes,
That's why the spikes were there, but plastic wasn't as strong as it is
they
now.
go really, really fast around, and like
Yeah.
you take your feet off, and then you don't put them back on the right way.
I
got
need to
dents
get
in my
I need
shin
to get
bones.
some metal ones for Rebecca's e-bike
Yeah.
because the plastic ones keep breaking off.
All right. So stupid toy from in the first one I think of is a stupid cat piano thing that my brother-in-law got my children at Target, and it plays the most obnoxious, horrific sounding cat themed songs.
Sounds horrible.
So it's like regular songs, but they just like mangled them into being cat themed. And Barbara Jean, I know you're going to be like, this sounds perfect. No, I promise you, it will melt your brain out of your ears.
Even as a cat lover,
And
you're
it's
like, no.
orange. Yes.
Even as a cat lover, you're saying no.
Oh, it's terrible. And you can just like, You can change it to cat mode, and every time they press a key, then it's just meow, meow, meow. It's not even like a happy meow. It's like a New Yorker,
like
New
feed,
Jersey
it's
meow.
like a feed me
sound.
now,
Yes.
meow.
I
So
don't like it. It's
Right.
terrible. Stupid piano.
yeah, stupid piano. That's stupid toy. All right, Blake, stupid toy.
I'm gonna. So I'm at. Thankfully, for the most part, like I'm really grateful for my toys. But the one I really had trouble with is mainly because like I had a hard time solving the puzzle. Is one of these like 3D ball puzzles. Like
That you had to roll the ball around. And,
Yeah.
The only ones that I think are possible to solve are the really giant ones.
Yes.
I crushed that thing.
The little bitty ones, I don't think,
I
they're
bought it
connected.
for. I think I bought that
correctly.
for myself for Blake. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, oh yeah, I got this.
The little ones, the pieces don't connect correctly. So
Mm-hmm.
where it's supposed to roll continuously, it doesn't. And
That's why you don't buy the cheap one.
the big ones, yeah, that's true. Definitely the dollar spot at
I was
Target.
gonna say, if you buy the cheap ones, that's gonna happen.
Yes, it did. But the big ones, I enjoyed the
Mm-hmm.
big ones. That's why we got the little one, because the big ones we had fun with.
Yeah. So, all right, my stupid toy. I'm a Gen Xer, and we had games that could actually physically hurt you.
Yes.
You know, we had lawn darts, and the one that
I
got
actually played with the one that you're going to say.
Shrinky Dinks.
Yeah.
All right, and they were like little. And Blake, I don't know if you've ever had them, but they were like little plastic things, and then you drew your artwork on the plastic,
Yeah.
and then you put them in the oven.
Mhm.
All right, but while they're in the oven and they're still hot, you had to press them down. All right.
I never remember the press down instruction.
Yeah, because they fixed them before you got to them. Because there was too many kids with scars,
Yeah.
you know, on their
That's
hands.
what that scar is.
Yeah,
Shrinking.
the shrinky dink scar. All right. And you're supposed to have a little bit of fabric, and then you push it down, but you couldn't touch the other shrinky dink, so the fabric was only about the size of your hand. Your hand
Yeah.
wasn't that big. Yeah, and then I came up with the shrinky dink stuck into my flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ruined my whole shrinky dink too.
I bet.
I didn't feel good, and it ruined my shrinky dink.
That's a bad
Yeah,
memory.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. So, and in those days, you put butter on the burn, and
On the
then
burn.
Yeah. So
My mother-in-law said ketchup.
okay. Yeah.
So
I don't know.
She wasn't watching her coffee, and coffee got spilled on one of my children when she was babysitting. And she's like, "Don't worry, I put them in the bathtub and covered them in ketchup. You need to buy more ketchup." And I was like, so much information just happened. My child got burned. You put ketchup on the burn? I was so confused. They don't have a scar. They were fine by the time I got back. But that was a lot.
I didn't know to put ketchup on the burn.
Yeah, evidently that's a thing.
Yeah.
Some places. I
Yeah.
know.
I think you're just supposed to put cold water on it, but
I think so.
yeah, I think that's all you're supposed to
I
do.
think the cold bath actually helped more than the ketchup.
Cold water, I think, is what you're supposed to do. But
Yeah.
yeah, we had a lot of remedies that I'm not sure
Helped.
actually were a thing.
I agree. Now it's time for a quick check the weather.
It's foggy, so
All
be
right.
careful out there. It should burn off, but I mean it's going to be kind of cloudy, and like I said, it's going to be that
Speaking
Seattle.
of birds.
It's going to be that Seattle type of day.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if
Icky.
you guys have ever been to Seattle, but it's like this all the time.
The blanket
yeah, it's-
of sadness.
Their suicide rate's very high there. You know, everybody find a happy place today.
Yeah. That quick check the weather brought to you by Bin 39. Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets. Bin 39, tucked inside St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. It just might be your happy place today. With over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker, it's the perfect spot for a romantic date night or a relaxing after work unwind. Sit by the glass or the bottle in a serene courtyard setting and enjoy live music throughout the week. Open daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Bin 39, your taste to discover. That is a pretty little square to be in on a foggy day. Looks like you're
Oh yeah, no, it's. I mean, it's
a
good on
movie.
any kind of day.
for sure.
As good as those wines are.
Sunny day,
Yeah.
windy day, perfect every day. All right, buckle up, baby. It's a Hit the Blake's traffic report.
Traffic.
Look at the fog. That fog upper right. That's a way to make my weather report look good.
Yeah, it's very foggy out there at mile marker 318, which is the State 16 exit, which is the closest exit to us. So it's definitely very fitting that's very foggy where we are right now.
Very foggy.
But thankfully, the fog dissipates the further up north you get. So go to Jacksonville if you don't want the fog.
Yeah, I am
Yeah,
going to
be careful
Jacksonville
getting there.
today. Yeah, for sure. All right, that hit the Blake's traffic report is brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenient stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Historic Hotel. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access, it's the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with a full fare guest through the Hometown Pass program. Sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see St. Augustine, one stop at a time.
All right. Rebecca said a boomerang was a stupid toy, but you know what you call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
No.
A stick.
There it is. All right. St. Johns County home asking prices dip to a 3-year low. It's not just winter temperatures cooling down. St. Johns County housing market is also slowing. New data from Realtor.com shows the median listing price in the county dropped to $530,000 last month, marking the lowest level since January of 2022, when the median stood at $525,000. That figure represents about a 14% decline from the pandemic era peak of $623,000 reached in June of 2022. Even with the recent drop, home prices remain well above pre-pandemic levels. For comparison, in August of 2020, which was early days pandemic, the median asking price of St. Johns County was just $380,000, underscoring how much values have climbed over the past several years. Real estate analysts point to higher mortgage rates and softer buyer demand as the main drivers behind the recent cooling. However, they also note that St. Johns County remains a highly desirable market, especially for buyers seeking coastal living, strong school districts, and long-term investment value. Local real estate agents say the slower pace may actually create opportunities for motivated buyers, particularly in neighborhoods that saw the sharpest price increases during the pandemic boom. While sellers and brokers are beginning to adjust expectations, the overall housing market in St. Johns County is still considered strong by historical standards. Looking at prices by zip code, November's highest median asking price was in Ponte Vedra Beach's 32082 at just over $922,000. That was followed by 32081 in Nocatee at $675,000, 32080 on Anastasia Island at nearly $600,000, 32259 at Julington Creek at $580,000, and then 32092 in Northwest St. Johns County at $495,000, and 32084 in the city of St. Augustine at about $407,000. Officials say while the market has cooled, St. Johns County real estate remains far from cold as the region adjusts to shifting economic conditions. Thought?
Yeah, I mean, you're always going to go through these
Ebbs and flows.
roller coasters, the ebbs and flows. The interest rates definitely are affecting what's going on in the market. So people are going to chill out a little bit. But, you know, we have a bad winter up north. People can work from home. They're going to say, why the hell am I in New Jersey? And they're gonna come down. So, I mean, like January, February is like the real true test. Right now, it is always kind of soft in the market at this time. So, and I want to know where they're going to find a house in downtown St. Augustine for $407,000. That's not happening.
Right on.
It's not happening. No, but the market's definitely softened. But it's been softening for 8 to 10 months.
I remember when I bought my first house, and my coworkers were like, "Can you believe these homes in West King area are going for $130,000. And they were talking about the neighborhood I was buying into, and they were just completely shocked at the price of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, that sounds like a good price to me. Yeah. And now to see the median home prices in the 500,000s, that's wild.
Yeah.
Dude.
No. I mean, and like I said, it's just. I mean, that's part of the real estate. It's you make your money on at what price you buy, not at what price you sell.
Yeah,
So.
for sure. All right. St. Johns County farmers urged to apply for land protection. In St. Johns County, officials are encouraging local farmers, ranchers, and agricultural landowners to take advantage of a statewide program aimed at preserving working agricultural lands. The county is urging eligible landowners to apply for the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services Rural and Family Lands Protection Program, also known as RFLPP.
PP.
Gotta work on the acronym. The program is designed to protect farms and ranches from future non-agricultural development by purchasing permanent agricultural conservation easements. These easements allow landowners to continue operating their farms or ranches while ensuring the land remains dedicated to agriculture long-term. Created by the Florida legislature in 2001, the Rural and Family Lands Protection Program focuses on agricultural lands that are at risk of development, helping maintain Florida's farming and ranching heritage. To qualify, properties must support active, economically viable agricultural operations and meet at least one public benefit, such as protecting wildlife habitat, preserving water resources, or supporting environmental conservation. County leaders say the program offers landowners a way to protect their property, preserve rural character, and maintain agricultural productivity while also contributing to broader conservation goals. Applications for the program are open through January 23rd, and interested landowners can apply directly through the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services website. All right?
Yep.
We talk about keeping Florida wild. Think this falls in
No,
that?
I think that definitely protects, and that's what we're going to have to do, because the land once they purchase the land, it's going to be hard to stop the development of the houses and those things. But what you have to do is you have to make it where it's not cost effective to purchase these types of lands for the developers.
Yeah.
So I mean, and that's how you're going to protect. Rebecca asked. She said she was confused by the statement that you make your money when you buy, not when you sell.
Yep.
Just to give you an example, if I bought a house right now in St. Augustine, downtown St. Augustine, is $407,000. All right, because I bought at a very good rate, that's the gap that I have. So that's the money between the time I buy and the time I sell. So when you sell, it is important, but it's always going to sell at whatever the market rate is.
Yeah.
It's getting that good buy at the very beginning is the amount of equity you have, the amount of money you can make, the amount of money you can gain.
Yeah. For
So that's what I meant by that statement. It's the amount of money, getting that good purchase leads to a good sale.
Yes.
You know, you don't get a good purchase, you're usually not going to get a good sale.
Yeah.
So it starts at the very beginning of that process.
Yeah.
So.
It's sort of the buy low, sell high situation. If you bought your dream home, regardless of what the price was, then you're probably not going to make your money back.
Yeah. And my grandmother's ultimate insult was, I like to buy him for what he's worth and sell him for what he thinks he's worth. So, that was Nana's ultimate insult.
So cold.
Yeah.
All right, Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. I've got A1A discount beverage on the list at $2.75. I've got Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard at $2.76. Shell at 146 King Street at $2.76. Sunoco on South Ponce at $2.76. Shell on North Ponce at $2.77. Circle K on 207 is at $2.77. Mobil and Circle K on South Ponce at $2.85. Owens on South Ponce at $2.87. Gate on Mizell Road at $2.99. And Gate on US 1 North at $2.99. That Gas Buddy Gas Report is brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law? Call the name St. Augustine has trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved one out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just hope when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number. Chris Lucero, bail bonds at 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. We got live music today. JC Hatfield Duo at Milltop Tavern at noon. Richard Kanicki is at Cafe Alcazar at 12:15. Brad Edwardson's at Bin 39 at 1 o'clock. Brett Blackshears at Tradewinds at 1 o'clock. Brooke Garwood's at Bin 39 at 4. Christmas Market is at Colonial Quarter at 4. Mark Mart is at Tradewinds at 5. St. Augustine Songwriters Night is at Oasis at 6. Holiday concerts presented by Old Town Trolley at the Visitor Information Center at 6 o'clock. Wayne Lake is at Casa Divino 57 at 6 o'clock. Jeremy Wineglass is at Michael's at 6 o'clock. Damon Slaughter's at O.C. White's at 6 o'clock. Smoke and Joe Showers at Ann O'Malley's at 6 o'clock. And Matt Wilson is closing out the night at Cortesi's at 7. That music report is brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction, voted Best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System and expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to full replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. All right, tapping into the trends today. We have an interesting story out of New England. Planet Fitness.
Not old England.
No.
New England.
New England.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Planet Fitness has made headlines a lot in recent years for all sorts of reasons. We're not going to talk about that. But they sort of famously have a motto. Do you know Planet Fitness's motto?
No clank or something like that. No.
They do have the like no clonk alarm. You're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
allowed
Lunk
to-
alarm.
Yeah.
The lunk alarm?
Yeah.
Okay. No lunks, but that's not their motto.
Mm-hmm.
Their motto is that it is a judgment-free zone.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
Planet Fitness is the only company that I pretty much just told to go pound sand. They tried. I canceled my membership with them,
Mhm.
and then they tried to charge me for 3 more years after I canceled.
oh my word.
Yeah. You remember that, Blake?
I remember that.
Awesome.
Yeah. And the poor kid at the thing. I was just like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, I'm offering you to give you money now, and you're not getting any of that money that I canceled, because I actually had the email where I canceled too. So they're like, nope, you still owe us $7,000 or whatever it was. I can't even remember what it was.
Yeah.
It was less than that. But
So I
it
sent
was super cheap.
Blake a picture.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Planet Fitness is a super cheap membership. They're just trying to get you to spend a small amount of money forever because you forget about
And
it.
hope you never show up.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And if you do show up, they'll give you pizza.
Yeah.
So, great business model.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes old stories kind of resurface, and it turns out this is an older story that I had missed, and then suddenly it was all over my feed again. So a man evidently took the judgment-free zone thing a little too far.
Oh.
No.
He decided that he wanted to take after Benjamin Franklin, actually, and exercise naked.
I thought that was John Adams.
Benjamin Franklin was in Paris exercising naked in the window.
Okay. Oh,
He
okay.
called it
In the window? Ah,
an
completely
air
fine.
bath.
Okay.
Open window, buck naked, stretching.
Oh.
So he's in a Planet Fitness, unlike Benjamin Franklin. And he takes all of his clothes off. He's a 34-year-old man from Massachusetts. He was charged with indecent exposure, lewdness, and disorderly conduct. Where he just takes off his clothes, heads over to the
Says
yoga mat,
judgment free.
heads over to the yoga mat,
Says judgment free.
starts stretching. And they call the cops. And that is exactly what he says when the cops show up. What do you think you're doing? I'm
Right there on the wall.
working out in the judgment-free zone.
Right there, it says judgment free. So I feel violated by you judging me
Yeah.
for being naked.
Was he doing downward dog?
I'm guessing.
Uh,
Oh, there's a moonrise in Planet Fitness. So that was a story that I saw, and there's evidently video and
Nope,
some photos. I
Nope.
sent the one
Nope.
photo. I didn't send any
Nope.
more. I think I've
Yeah.
fully traumatized Blake in the past few shows.
Are we sure he wasn't wearing Skims?
Cannot be certain.
Was he wearing
Maybe
the
that's his
Beaver
defense.
stuff?
It's like, I'm not naked, officer.
And Skims.
I'm wearing Skims Ultimate Push.
Yeah.
I love the Kardashians.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they charged him, but they had to let him go for a lack of evidence.
Exposing?
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, so there's
It was cold in
that.
there. It was cold.
I mean, it's New England. It's always
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
Or
Judgment free right there on the wall.
Judgment free.
Yeah.
So would you take that a little too far?
Yeah, I probably would have that day that they tried to charge me whatever money they tried to charge me.
Yeah.
I think it was like 800.
Yeah, it was like
6,000.
$800 and something over.
If you're
like
going to
3
force
years.
me to be a member, I'm going to make you kick me out.
And I think she said, "Well, it's going to hurt your credit rating." I was like, "No, it's not."
Enjoy that.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why he did it? He couldn't cancel his Planet
Yeah, I
Fitness
might not have been able to
membership?
cancel.
So he's like, all right, I'll just get banned.
Ban me.
Can't charge me if I'm banned.
It's cheaper to pay the court fees.
All right. That Tap Into the Trends is brought to you by the Good Troy. St. Augustine Handy House. Need a custom or prefab portable building that's built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters.
All right, do we need to open up the advent calendar?
Oh,
We can.
there you go. Go ahead. You got it.
All right.
See if you're any luckier than
I don't think I am. Wah, wah.
wah, wah.
Empty. It's still rattling. There's some in there.
There's some down there for sure. And on Friday we'll open all the rest of it because it goes all the way to the 24th.
Yep.
So
Are we so it's possible there might be something like there might be like little balls inside the box that aren't like part of the door, so we just need to rip open the entire box then?
Just
yeah, just find it behind there.
Yeah. All right. The Kookaburra Coffee moving forward on St. Augustine Brewery project. Well-known St. Augustine coffee brand is taking steps towards a major expansion that would add beer brewing to its lineup. The Kookaburra Coffee is moving forward with plans for an on-site brewery at its Florida 207 location, where the company currently roasts coffee for its 7 cafes across Northeast Florida. On December 5th, the St. Johns River Water Management District officially began its approval process for the project. Meanwhile, the St. Johns County has been reviewing the plans since March 24th, and the proposal remains under evaluation. The project, branded as Bush Ranger Brewing, would significantly expand the existing 5,554 square foot facility, which currently houses both a retail shop and coffee production operation, by an additional 8,911 square feet. Once completed, the total facility would span more than 14,400 square feet. Site plans show the expansion will include a brewery and warehouse space, with Maverick Engineering of St. John's serving as the project's civil engineer. Local brewing expertise is also involved. Matt Hooker, co-owner and founder of Old Coast Ales, says he's partnering with Kookaburra to help bring a brewery to what he describes as an underserved stretch of State Road 207 corridor. He says the project has been in development for about 2 years. The brewery is expected to focus primarily on lower to mid-alcohol British-style ales, and the plans also include a kitchen featuring a pizza oven. Founded in 2012,
Hand me a pizza oven.
the Kookaburra Coffee operates multiple locations throughout St. Augustine, Nocatee, and Alachua, as well as outposts at the St. Augustine Amphitheater and Ponte Vedra Concert Hall. The company is also in the process of relocating its original downtown cafe from Cathedral Place to a nearby location. Kookaburra describes its brand as rooted in family, community, and quality, blending specialty coffees and baked goods with what it calls world-class service. If approved, the brewery would mark a new chapter for a local favorite, expanding beyond coffee while remaining deeply tied to the St. Augustine community. If they're looking for a pizza oven, I know where they can find one. Black Fly doesn't want the one at the old Mellow Mushroom building.
Well, there's also one at the old Brillos. All right. couple things. Kookaburra is joining the 904 team in January.
Awesome.
So they're going to be sponsoring Karen Zander's Chronicles. Super excited. Spencer and Megan, they've done an amazing job with Kookaburra. Everything they've done has been done right. So I can't see this not being successful. And Old Coast does great. They have a great location, and they've done a wonderful job. So excited about locals doing good in this one, and Maverick Engineering's also been a part of the 904 Now team before. They used to sponsor Bollocks, so that one's a fun story for me for sure. I like when our locals are doing well and expanding. So,
yeah, we love that.
So
Spence is a good dude.
Good people for sure.
Yeah, my husband trained jujitsu with Spence for a few years. It's a good dude.
Yeah,
he taught my kids. Cool. All right, Florida license plate frame laws confuse forces. Let me try again. Hold on. Florida license plate frame laws confusion forces state to clarify the rules. And the headline, my bad. Florida drivers may want to take a closer look at their license plate frames after confusion surrounding a new state law that took effect October 1st. The updated statute, Florida Statute 320.262, increases the penalty to a second-degree misdemeanor for covering or interfering with the visibility of a license plate's primary features, specifically the license plate number and the validation sticker at the top right corner. Since the law went into effect, enforcement has varied widely across the state. Some agencies, including the Okeechobee Police Department, have warned that any frame or cover hiding even a small portion of a plate could result in a traffic stop and citation. The Southwest Florida State Attorney's Office issued a similar warning. Other agents.
Say Okeechobee?
Okeechobee?
Ocoee.
Ocoee. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a West Coast Florida girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing.
I was like, what's Okeechobee?
Ocoee?
Ocoee.
Okay. Other agencies like Volusia, how'd I do?
Yeah, Volusia's fine.
Okay. Like Volusia County Sheriff's Office have taken a more lenient stance, stating that as long as the plate numbers and decal are clearly visible and legible, there's no violation. Despite the mixed messaging, more than a dozen citations have already been issued across Central Florida. In some cases, drivers were ticketed for frames that only partially covered the plate, including decorative edges. Criminal defense attorney Rachel Maddie says the law doesn't change what's allowed, but it specifically changes the consequences. Instead of being a simple traffic infraction, violations are now criminal offenses, raising concerns about the law's wording. Maddie notes that the statute's language is vague, especially where it says a person may not alter the original appearance of a license plate in any way. Her advice to drivers is simple: avoid license plate frames altogether if possible. And if you are cited, she says the place to challenge it is in the court, not on the roadside. Traffic safety expert Stephen Montiero says the law gives officers the authority to stop vehicles if anything obstructs the plate, even if enforcement isn't always aggressive. To address the confusion, Florida Department of Highway and Safety Motor Vehicles issued a clarification memo on December 12th. The department confirmed that license plate frames are legal as long as they do not obstruct the alphanumeric characters or the validation decal in the top right corner. Officials clarified that information at the bottom of the plate, like the state website or county name, is not considered a primary feature, meaning a frame covering that portion may still be legal. The memo also cited a 2019 Florida appellate court ruling that found a license plate frame acceptable when it did not block identifying information. Law enforcement agencies have been advised to consult legal counsel if questions remain, but for drivers, the safest move is ensuring nothing blocks the numbers or sticker of your tag. I may have just bought a license plate frame for my daughter.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
You don't know if it's good or not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just one of those things. Like, yes, it's cute, and that's why she wants it. But, like, is it worth giving someone an excuse to pull you over?
Yeah, good point.
So that's going to be the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because all you need is one police officer having a bad day that just doesn't like the look at you.
Put it on the front.
Yes.
Put it on the front plate. Doesn't have to be on the back plate.
That is true.
Yeah.
I think it comes
So it
with
doesn't
two.
go to. So it doesn't come. Oh, it comes with 2.
It comes with 2.
Okay. Good luck.
Okay, exciting. Troy, how do you want to check the comments today?
On this Tuesday, I will travel through the tempestuous tidings of the tolerant tribe of Armenians.
All right. That tempestuous travel is brought to you by BNS Signs. Want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to BNS Signs, proudly family owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering to towering pylon signs, they specialize in high quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything: design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast, responsive service that keeps your sign looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with BNS Signs. Visit bnssigns.com because when it comes to signs, they do it all. All right, Troy, give us a comments report.
All right. So Ocoee is just east of Orlando.
Okay.
In case people are wondering where Ocoee is, and that's why I
My
was
bad.
making fun of your West Coast,
Yeah.
Coast things. Kenny said Jax was one of those stupid toys. Anastasia said a pogo stick. Now, if you didn't realize, pogo sticks are still around today,
They are.
and Rebecca's actually very good on a pogo stick.
Oh, yeah?
She didn't know it. First time she'd ever tried it. I got on it, did like 5 or 6,
Uh-huh.
and she got on it, and she was everywhere. I know none of you are shocked by that if you know Rebecca, but she looked like Tigger out there on the pogo stick. So,
Post a video, Rebecca. I
Yeah,
want to see
so-
it.
and and also lawn darts. You know, that's kind of the cornhole of the day without the danger. So,
Yeah.
Actually with the danger.
With
right?
the danger, yeah. Cornholes
with
without the
yeah.
danger.
And no gas reports today. So gas must be free everywhere. Go now.
100%.
Yeah.
Run. Do not walk. All right. Do we have a Stotem stat?
Oh my gosh, Diana, with the click clacks. Oh my gosh. Those were so, do you know what those are? Those were like marble balls on a string that were made of like glass, not glass, but like a hard.
And you would like tap
and
them?
no, you go like this with them, and they clack up here and clack up here with the string in the middle, and you
Okay.
go like this, and they go. But the problem is if you mistimed it and you got your hand stuck between the clacks.
Oh.
Oh
Smash.
no, Diana, you win. Yeah,
That's no good.
stupid toy comment goes to Diana for sure.
You win.
So that was the winner by far.
You win. Bragging right.
Yes. All right. All right. Stotem stat, but before we have our list here, and some of you didn't
Yeah.
see last night's Rob Reiner bracket. We did
Okay.
8 movies of Rob Reiner's, and we broke them down. So I'm going to go through them real quick,
All right.
and you just respond real fast.
All right.
Princess Bride versus American President.
Princess Bride.
Harry Met Sally versus Stand By Me.
Harry Met Sally.
Misery versus Wolf of Wall Street.
I've never seen either one of them. The one that I think is more iconic is Misery, though.
Okay. All right. That's the only one we've had different so far. This is Spinal Tap versus Few Good Men.
Few Good Men.
All right. Now we got Princess Bride versus Harry Met Sally.
Princess Bride.
All right.
That hurts.
Now you have Misery versus Few Good Men.
Few Good Men, of course.
All right. And then Princess Bride versus Few Good
It's
Men.
Princess Bride 100%.
Princess Bride won. And
Princess
that's how we
Bride
had
is
it last night. So,
everything.
all right. I'm glad
as
we
far
got
as
it
movies.
right. I'm
Yes.
glad we got it right on the
Slight detour in the middle, but we got there.
evening show. Only the Misery and Wolf of Wall Street, and I felt
Yeah.
like that was one of the harder ones to choose from.
Mhm.
And I went with Wolf of Wall Street over Misery because they went too far away from the book.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
okay, so that was.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great movie, and I think of all the performances, I think the lady who played Kathy Bates,
Mhm.
yeah, Kathy Bates. Probably of all the movies, that's probably the best performance, even including all the ones in A Few Good Men.
Inconceivable.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right.
And Diane, you got to see if you haven't seen Princess Bride, please watch.
It's a special kind of movie.
And it's a sit down, just feel good movie.
Yeah.
So,
Just enjoy it.
and just enjoy it.
Mm.
Don't catch parts of it because it's not going to make any sense. You just gotta lean into it and put away,
Yeah.
until you get to the rodents of unusual size. So.
Which was a drunk small person who just barely made filming. He got arrested the
Yeah.
night before
Yeah.
that scene. And they were delayed shooting it. And
Yeah.
Carrie Elwes was practicing with a rubber ROUS.
ROUS.
And finally he showed up And-
Barbara Jean had a few good men on it. But,
Yeah. All right.
You know,
So
Barbara
funny.
Jean, you can't handle the truth. All right.
100%. All right. Stardom stat.
All right, Stadiumstat today, 1944, a huge day in World War II. This is the day the Battle of the Bulge began.
Wow.
And the Battle of the Bulge created the U.S. had already started to turn the tides against the Germans, but the U.S. felt like the Germans wouldn't come through the Ardennes, and they came through there with some panzers and just kind of made a huge bulge in the U.S.'s lines. But it created a lot of chaos. And how the Germans did this is they would keep officers' uniforms, and they were impersonating officers. So it created a lot of chaos at that time, and communications were split up because of this Battle of the Bulge. I mean, Omar Bradley, who was our general in that area, he got checked like 3 different times, like had to tell about, go into detail about Betty Grable and Mickey Mouse and all this stuff just to prove that he was who he was. But the Battle of the Bulge almost fragmented the relationship between the British and the U.S. because of Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery. When the Battle of the Bulge hit, it broke up the communication. So the North Line, Eisenhower put Bernard Montgomery in charge of U.S. troops. So it was still the U.S. troops that were doing the fighting in a lot of ways, but Montgomery said that Britain saved the U.S.'s ass, and Omar Bradley was very offended. After that press conference, which took place in January, we're talking like December 16th right now, like January 6th, the U.S. was very close for all their generals resigning. Omar Bradley put in his resignation, and Eisenhower had to talk him out of it. And Eisenhower had to make a deal with him that Montgomery would never be in charge of any of his troops anymore, and Omar Bradley would never even be in the same room with Montgomery at that point. Omar Bradley had about 6 other generals that were ready to resign with him because of Montgomery's cocky attitude. And Montgomery said, "Oh, well, I was trying to give credit to the U.S., but the way he said it, it was, I did this, I did that, I did that." And if you ever did any history on old Monty, he was a dick. So, but sorry for my British fans out there that love him. But Omar Bradley literally almost resigned at this point because of the Battle of the Bulge, and luckily we were able to get organized, push him back, and make it work out. But the Battle of the Bulge almost saw the fragmenting of the Allied command almost fell apart entirely just because of the way Montgomery handled it.
Because of personalities.
Yeah. Well, he basically just dismissed all the Americans that got killed doing the grunt work.
Doing the hard stuff.
Yeah.
I've mentioned Fat Electrician a couple of times, but he has a bunch of podcasts about different heroes of the Battle of the Bulge, and it's been very interesting to me because I've heard Battle of the Bulge a lot, but I didn't really know a whole lot about it in detail. And so I've been learning some of the wild characters that saved America and the world in the Battle of the Bulge. It's pretty impressive.
No, it's pretty wild. I mean, if you're gonna do one true battle of World War II, D-Day is number 1, and the Battle of the Bulge is number 2. And they could flip flop because the U.S. did underestimate the German forces and the terrain, and this is the big battle where Patton kind of made his real stripes, like what a badass he actually was.
Yeah.
He did a 180 and came back with his troops to save the battalion at Bastogne, which was completely surrounded by German forces. So Battle of the Bulge, there's so many sub stories within the story that there's 20 movies that can be made out of it.
100%. All right, that's Stardom Stat brought to you by Sonny's Barbecue. While you're watching one of those movies or listening to a podcast about the Battle of the Bulge, why don't you eat some real Southern barbecue? Head over to Sonny's Barbecue, located at 2720 State Road 16 in St. Augustine. Start off right with crowd favorites like barbecue pork egg rolls, smoked wings, or crispy corn nuggets. Then dig into their mouth-watering St. Louis ribs or try one of the Pitmasters picks with all the classic sides, including famous garlic bread. It's so delicious. And don't forget to wash it down with their signature sweet tea. Sonny's, local Pitmasters since 1968, because it's so dang good. All right, plugs, Troy.
All right, plugs tonight. We do have Bollocks tonight. Excited about that show. We only have a couple more of those left. And Lenny and I will just be probably going back and forth a little bit today.
All right. Do you have any plugs for us, Blake?
Yes, I do have some plugs for you for us today. Big announcement. I officially got a confirmation. So, coming in January, there will be boots on the ground at Daytona International Speedway, January 22nd to the 25th at the Rolex 24. 904 Now has officially been approved for media credentials at the Rolex 24, so I am super happy. So you're gonna get a lot of coverage here on our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our YouTube page. It's my 9th year going, but it's the first time I'll be officially a
It's
reporter.
his favorite event of the year.
I can tell. This is a dream come true.
It was so excited that he got it, and it's
That's awesome.
and it's a great event. It's a lot of fun. I can't last that long. I mean, it's 24 hours.
Yeah.
But it is a great event. Hopefully the weather's good. Sometimes it's like ridiculously cold.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm rooting for good weather for you, Blake.
I definitely try my best to root for good weather as well. But if you'd like to help support the 904 Now at the 24, if you want to help support the 904 Now, we have multiple spots available here on Storyline. We have multiple spots available on Bollocks. We also have some a slot open for St. Augustine Chronicles as well. And if you want to bring your podcast to our studio, you can always contact me. That is blake904now@gmail.com. That's BLAKE and 904NOW@gmail.com.
Awesome. Christmas came early for Blake. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe on YouTube and Rumble. We got Bollocks tonight. Bye, guys.
Hi, guys.
Bye.